Hello food lovers, let's make a giant steak sandwich today. You might think it's a dish for men, but that's nonsense. I actually know plenty of women who also enjoy devouring a steak. Besides, it's great for parties and brunch. This delicious meal can easily serve quite a few people. To make this, you'll need 2 rump steaks, some butter, crispy bacon, and a bit of cheese. I'm using 2 kinds Gouda and Cheddar, but other types will work too. We'll also need fresh spinach, an onion, pepper, salt, and a round loaf of bread. You could use regular sandwich bread, but a round loaf is more original. To start, we'll cut the bread as evenly as we can, ideally using a sharp bread knife, cut off a lid, and then hollow out the bread gently. To do this, cut around the edges with a knife, leaving a wall about 1/2 to 1 centimeter thick. Then cut into the bread from above in small pieces and scoop out the insides with a spoon. Carefully scrape the bottom clean and be sure not to damage that crust. Once you've done that, it's a good idea to hollow out the lid just a bit. Now we'll take care of some prep work. Carefully peel and chop the onion finely, then slice the cheese if it was bought in blocks. Gently heat a drizzle of oil in a pan, next toss in the diced onion, saute until it turns translucent, stirring from time to time. Finally, remove it from the heat. Next, cook the bacon in a pan. It's fatty enough, so no extra oil is needed. Render the fat out of the bacon, but it doesn't have to be crispy. Simply remove and drain it on paper towels. Now, let's dive into those delicious steaks. If they happen to have a fatty edge, which is quite likely, to ensure they don't curl up while they're cooking, just remember to make a few cuts into that fat, spacing them about 1.5 to 2 centimeters apart, but be careful not to slice into the juicy meat itself. Heat some oil in a pan, add the steaks, and sear both sides quickly at high heat. Make sure to flip them. This process should take no more than 2 minutes, then add butter to the pan. Reduce the heat a bit, and make sure to occasionally baste those hearty steaks with the lovely melted butter that's softly sizzling in your pan. Keep on cooking, being mindful to adjust the timing based on your steak's thickness and just how well done you want your meal, whether you like it rare, medium, or all the way to well done. My steaks are about 3 centimeters thick. I like mine medium, so I cook them for about 3.5 minutes per side, but that's just a guideline. Flip the steaks as needed, and when they're done, once cooked, wrap the steaks snugly in aluminum foil and season them both sides generously with pepper and salt. Opinions vary even among top chefs about when to season, but doing it at the end can't hurt. Then wrap the steaks in the foil, let them rest for just a little while, and then we will begin to put together the sandwich. Place the first steak inside, press it down a little to make space, and then add the spinach alongside and on top. Top with the first kind of cheese, then spread the sautéed onions over it, and next layer the bacon on top. To make it fit better, I've cut it into smaller pieces. Next up is the delicious cheese layer featuring the second type, and everything is perfectly crowned with the second juicy steak. Yes, I hurt myself a little, that's why the glove. Sorry about that. But since I'm a tough guy, naturally I'll keep working. Press it down firmly, and then place the top piece of bread, which as you can see, I hollowed out a bit earlier, on top. Then wrap our giant steak sandwich in aluminum foil, weigh it down like with a plate for example, and refrigerate it for at least 2 hours. Then unwrap it, place it in the oven, and bake it for 20 minutes at 120 degrees convection. And now we can cut ourselves a hearty portion. The steaks, I wanted them medium, and as you can see, that's exactly how they turned out. Combined with the other ingredients, it's a really delicious treat. It makes more than one serving. It's great for parties. I hope you have a lot of fun preparing it, and bon appétit. All that's left for me to say is, see you next time. Bye bye.